Here we are in the Aughakillymaude's Mummers Centre. We're joined by Brian. Brian, thanks for being with us. Why not tell us a little bit about your role in the group?
Well, I suppose Brian McManus is the name, and I am chairperson of the Aughakillymaude Community Association. I suppose I'm involved for many years, 25 years actually, involved in this building. And this building was built in 1888 as a national school. And it closed its door to the world of education in 1976. Then other people became interested outside Fermanagh in the whole idea of mumming, and we discovered that there were mummers in other parts of the country as well. We had made links with the Ards Rhymers up in County Down, a wonderful group of mummers there and musicians. And then further afield, down south of Ireland, down in Mayo and Galway and other places. So that was very good. We then had somebody in to do some research on mummers, and we discovered there was mummers all over the country, all over the world in fact. We had mummers, lots of mummers in Eastern Europe. So we got some funding to go and see what they did out there, and we as a group went to Bulgaria on a number of occasions, and we met some very strange mummers there, stranger than we are. But it was a great experience. And then after that, we had a look at maybe deciding, well, maybe we should have something like a mummer centre, or get some models of mummers on display around the place or whatever. So we came up with this whole idea of building a separate sort of building to the centre itself that we now stand in. And we got some funding for that as well, again thanks to our funders. And here today we have ended up with the one and only mummer centre in Europe. The only other one we know of is Philadelphia Mummers. So we're very pleased with that, and we have so many people from across the world coming here to just experience the whole thing, the whole mystery, as it were, of mumming. We do, as a group, we would do weddings. It's a very common thing nowadays for people to invite us to homecomings, where the bride and groom, again, that was an activity that happened in the past as well, where the mummers always would have went to the homecoming and so on. But you'll hear a little bit about that as we go through the evening. So basically, that's the way we are today in as far as the setup of our whole mummer centre and so on. So we are so delighted to have this available to people from any part of the world to come along and enjoy the whole experience, as I say, of mumming. So in my own native land, far away, oh, Erin from a Cree, you're the dearest land to me. You're the fairest that my eyes did ever see.
Here we are in the depths of the Mummers Centre, here with Michael. Michael, why don't you tell us how this fantastic exhibition came to fruition?
This kitchen actually was modelled on a kitchen in the island called Celia's kitchen, or Celia's house. She was the last surviving mummer, or the last surviving person on Lough Erne. Many people came back and built holiday homes or refurbished, but she was the one person who stayed all her life there. And after she died, we thought that we should have something in her memory. So this is modelled on the old kitchen on the island. And we have set about, we have the man and woman on each side, and of course you have the little grandchild as well. They're the people who welcomes you in. And we started off with Captain Mummer, a bit like myself, only some says he's quieter. And then we moved to Beelzebub, the second character normally. And we moved right around. We have St. Patrick, we have the old lady who collects the money. But going back in, we have a guy called Johnny Nook, who in olden days, he came in and he nooked a cake. There wasn't money that time, it was food or whatever, and Johnny Nook's at the window lifting the cake to pass it out to his friends. And bit by bit this grew, and People, the arts people liked it and liked the idea. The fact that it was life-size, the fact that it's the only one in the British Isles or Ireland. The next one you go to, they find is in Italy, where they have mummers, which is mainly wooden masks they use out there. But bit by bit, we went along and got the different pieces added in, and we are in the process of making these models speak as well with the rhymes, as well as being looking alive. They're going to speak alive, and it has the advantage that if there are people around who want to come in and see what's going on, and we're away at work or we're away at whatever, at least this is a visual display for them. And basically that's a brief history of how they came about, you know. There are different versions of mumming, but this is the old traditional mumming that as we know it, and it's pretty authentic.